Hi, my name is Bervely Herman, and this is a creative critical reflection for my film. I played the character Natasha. Mrs. Rutherford was played by Michaela Gayle, Walter by Franz Fleck, Avery by Camilla Merino, and our extra was Jobina Joseph. Our film is about a popular teenage high school student named Natasha who is on the verge of not being able to graduate. While attempting to partake in tutoring, she comes across a pen which she then decides to hold onto. The genre of my product is mystery with a subgenre of fantasy. The typical conventions of the mystery genre are low-key lighting with strong shadows, non-diegetic suspense music, diegetic sounds, fade-ins, and fade-outs. And for fantasy, the typical conventions are supernatural or unexplained events and symbolic objects. The conventions that were followed are non-diegetic sounds, sharp white fonts, diegetic sounds, fade-ins and fade-outs, unexplained events, and symbolic objects. The conventions that were challenged are the low-key lighting, as throughout the film, natural lighting was used due to a lack of equipment, experience, and time. This change makes the film different from others with the same genre. The social group shown is teenagers/students. They are represented through a realistic strip of how some might spend their day, but also on stereotypes of American teenage girls and through the mise en scene as many may relate to the setting, which is the high school. It is complex as the stereotype of American girls lacking intelligence is being represented, but the school narrative was realistic as many people go through the same situation that the protagonist Natasha is going through. A part of my script displays. Natasha puts the pen in her backpack. Cut to Natasha getting tutored. Walter looks flustered. Natasha, what is wrong? Walter, nothing, just be quiet and focus. Natasha, alright. The short excerpt of the script shows a mysterious event has happened through the Enigma code. In my poster, the pen is positioned as a key visual symbol, reinforcing the idea that it is central to the narrative mystery. The target audience for the film is teenagers from age 13 to 19, especially viewers who enjoy mystery stories, supernatural elements, and teen films with school-related narratives. This audience group was chosen due to the fact that they might easily relate to the main character Natasha, as she is also a high school student facing a challenge many faces on a daily. This makes the story feel more realistic, even though it also includes a fantasy element with a mysterious bend. One way my film keeps the audience interested is through the narrative hook at the beginning. Early in the story, the audience learns that Natasha might not graduate. This causes the viewers to want to keep watching to see what happens next and whether she will find a way to solve the problem or not. Music also plays an important role in keeping the audience engaged. I use non-diegetic background music, which means the characters in the film cannot hear it, but the audience can. The music helps build tension, especially during the moment when Natasha uses the mysterious pen. This helps signal to the audience that something unusual or important is happening. My poster is also designed to attract the audience's attention. The poster focuses on the mysterious pen and uses minimal visual to make it stand out. By highlighting the object, it creates curiosity and encourages viewers to wonder what the pen does and why is it important to the story. In terms of distribution, the best platform for my film will be YouTube. Many independent filmmakers and students upload short films there, which makes it a good platform for reaching teenage audiences. During this project, I improved many of my production skills, especially in planning, filming, and editing. At the beginning of the project, I created a storyboard to help plan how my film would look. Although unfinished, the storyboard helped me decide what types of shots I wanted to use, like close-ups and wide shots, and It gave me a clearer idea on how each scene would be filmed. However, once I actually started filming, I realized that some of my shots needed to be adjusted. For example, some of my earlier shots were too wide, which made it harder for the audience to focus on important details in the scene. During my editing process, I used my editing skills to narrow down these shots to enable the focus of the audience on key objects like the pen to show their importance. This played a big role in the improvement of my editing skills. At the beginning, my editing was very basic and mainly involved cutting between clips, but as I continued working on the film, I learned how to improve the pacing so that the scenes flowed more naturally and helped build suspense. Another area that improved was sound design. Early versions of the film felt less dramatic, but after adding background music and adjusting the timing of the shots, the scenes felt much more mysterious. One challenge I faced was the lighting. Since during the filming period it was early in the morning, the shots that needed a higher light frequency were difficult to film. To fix this, my group members and I collectively decided that waiting till it was brighter was the best option. Overall, this project helped me improve both my technical skills and my understanding of how films are created for planning all the way to the final edit. Technology played a big role in helping me create my film. I used different types of hardware and software throughout the process. For hardware, I use a smartphone camera to record the footage. Smartphones are very useful for filmmaking because they can record high quality videos and are easy to use. Using a phone also made it easier to film in a school environment without needing complicated equipment. For software, I use CapCut to edit my film. This program allowed me to trim clips, arrange scenes, add transitions, and include background music to help improve the atmosphere of the film. CapCut also helped me control the editing pace, which was important for creating suspense in certain moments, especially when Natasha utilizes the mysterious pen. I used Canva to create my poster and Word to organize my script. These tools helped me stay organized and made it easier to plan the production before filming started. By combining hardware and software, I was able to create a final film that communicates the mystery fantasy story effectively. Thank you for listening, and this was the analyzation of how my film uses genre conventions, how it engages audiences, how my production skills